Hey, good afternoon everyone and welcome back to Epic 16. This is the grand final between Team Infused, who already take a one map advantage going into this against Reason Gaming, who we saw come through the lower bracket final in pretty comprehensive fashion against the last event's champions, was Choke Gaming, and it was a 2-0 victory for Reason, and they looked super strong on this map as well. It was their opening pick, and it's Infused starting on the CT side. We're already underway with Surreal, the first man to fall for Reason Gaming, so advantage already going with Team Infused.
And Ben picks up the first frag of this map, and a cash choice by Reason here to play an advantage, one of their stronger maps which we've seen when they played against Choke this morning. And Infused are going to be trying to slow the game right down and not let Reason have any headroom. And Karma comes in with two frags there, one from Checkers and one onto the side, and it looks like they're going to push on. And there's a little bit of defense happening, but Karma stops it all together and pushes on site for that B plant bomb. B plant with the bomb.
This is the grand final, Nate. This is not the time to get nervous.
I know, I'm sorry.
And I don't think Karma Panya's too nervous. He's already picked himself up 4 frags. Chance for the 5th against Aaron. And there's a bit of rope-a-dope between the boxes on the site, and Karma Panya comes up with it. What an introduction to the final with a 5-man, and Reason take the lead.
Nothing too fancy going on either side. Surreal picking up an M4 there, and oh, Ben with a buy as well. So just a few upgraded pistols, P90s, a little bit of an SMG push potentially here as we go into the B strap push. And Red Snake sitting on the A site in case anyone wants to pop through Squeaky, and he's going to rotate round, catch anyone that might be wanting to play in mid. And Robin is holding off the B site here. Cinder's going to push him with a P90, probably through Checkers to avoid that smoke and surprise anyone that is hiding there. And Ben was hiding there and is taken down, and Cyril's going to push off and stop anyone pushing from the mid. Pop up to fence potentially. Crucial is lurking around there, and he gets the frag on Surreal, and Fisher's going to be waiting by the smoke. So I thought he was going to push into Checkers. He's going to hold out and picks up the frag, and they can push onto B site quite nicely.
And Cinder knows he's got a CT in the vents as well. Heard some footsteps, so he's keeping an eye on that, and he's keeping a nice little angle. So Crucial, probably not going to be able to get out and do too much from there. And when he does step out, whoa, Aaron instead comes in and bails Crucial out, and that gives time. But Fisher with the MP7, great control of that weapon. It's MP7 and Mac 10 against the P90. It's scrub guns all around, and it's going to be an interesting battle to see what Aaron can do here. He's probably going to be favoured to go for this one. And if you can pick them off one at a time, then it's going to work. And that dig does the job, but Fisher is able to clean up. 3 frags for him, and Reason not making it easy with these first couple of rounds. It's come down to the wire, but they've picked up both of them so far.
Yeah, and the economy is looking good for Infused. They can now get a buy, but so they're not going to get a buy there. But hopefully, it's going to be just a hold and sit tight round for Infused here. Whilst Reason not smashing the cash out, they have got some Mac 10s there, maybe for tight corners and angles there. Whilst the rest of the AKs are pushing out on site with them.
Going to try and get close quarters, and they're probably expecting that they are up against pistols, knowing how the CT economy can go. One in Checkers taken down to about 60 HP with the nade. And who is that? No, that's Ben, who's on 60. So he's going to come in and try and catch some players from behind. We saw Imi from Choke in this similar position against Reason in Checkers, and his position wasn't known, but wasn't able to do too much. Ben, though, does get one frag before, again, he's caught by Johnny, so it's a similar kind of replay there. We've got Red Snake coming through into the vents. That's Surreal picking that one up, locking down Checkers, and Fisher with some good early form in this game, in this grand final, as it comes to 4v2.
Surreal tries to get the frag, and he does with that jump through. Fence doesn't phase him at all. And Crucial defending off, trying to get that frag. He gets Fisher down. That's going to be costly for Fisher. But they should be alright for another round by, and try and take a 4 lead into this first game on Cash.
Yeah, that's going to be their goal. But first, buy versus buy. So this is where the cat is really put amongst the pigeons, possibly. And we'll see who's going to have a good run going into the later stages of Cash. Now, a good map for Reason. And it's a favoured map for them. And They're going to be quite happy to be dealing with this one first time out. A good chance for them to get around on the board and bring this thing back even. Have already played one game today, and it was a fairly quick turn out, which they'll be pleased with. And also playing up until 3 AM last night. And the Infused boys rocked up whenever they fancied it, and you could maybe suggest that they wouldn't be as warmed up as they would have liked to have been compared to the way that Land's gone. But also by the same token, they get a nice lay-in, nice rest. Chance to wolf down their breakfast without having to rush it. And they still managed to rock up fashionably late for the final. Good job, guys.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to just push on. Nothing to worry about, really. Although, Infused have picked up a couple of guns there to try and push onto B site. And Karma gets the bomb plant and sits back on site watching the bath in case anyone tries to jump down and sneak in. But he's just letting off a few shots to let them know that you're all not safe there. If you peek around there, Karma's going to get you. Cinder here peeking, watching vents. It looks like they've got a good lockdown. And yeah, CT are going to go for a save. It's a wise move and not unexpected at a time like this. Get a couple of decent weapons on your side. Save your economy a little bit if you don't need to spend out. And try and get around on the board.
So 4-0 then in favour of Reason, and they are smashing through this much in the way that they did against Choke on this map. Already very early stages. It does arguably play in favour of the CT side depending on how you do lock it down. It's all important that you get that mid control in the play. And with finances not great, we've got a upgraded pistol for Red Snake. Got a couple of pharmacies out for Team Infused, so they haven't got any long guns, but they don't need to take on any AWPs as such as Cinder will have called that in. He's seen a couple of players in checkers and he wants to try and get in and make sure they don't get trapped. And Johnny's going for it and the spray down is on. Johnny gets the one. Cinder able to finish off Ben with the rifle in hand. Went for the pistol in the end as Crucial gets one from long range. And we could see a fight back here from Infused as Red Snake with his pistol is able to get through and grab himself one of those AKs. And Infused have the numerical advantage now.
Right, Fish is going to be pushing through, sitting back on that site like he has been doing for the past 4 rounds. Whilst Aaron here is going to wait out a little bit longer and it's forced to be pushed back because of that Molotov throw. The bomb is down. He's going to try and rethink and come around in a different way with his teammate here and push together, but they are once again flashed. Those useful grenades helping out Reason buy time and prevent Infused from pushing onto site. A few shots done by Aaron there. Picks up the frag, picks up the second one, and looks like they're going to have a round on the boards here and get that defuse once that molly burns out. We hope. As the bomb ticks on quite quickly, but defuse kit is brought, so it's all good.
Yeah, they'll be okay. Managed to get themselves a kit, get the defuse in, and that was fairly comfortable. And if there's no kits on the plate, well, that could have been a bit of a sweaty situation. It would have been a good hold from Reason, but they've dropped their first round and still got a bit of cash apart from Fisher, who's stuck on the pistol. The rest of them going for AKs, and Fisher has actually managed to pull an AK out from somewhere. I guess he must have already bought that and just switched it out. So it's going to be a full bite, and we got Surreal with the AWP. He's trying to get aggro, but Cinder they're also trying to push through into the mid. Doesn't get any joy. So let's see where Surreal's going to be taking that AWP. Thinking about the boost, but in the meantime, Crucial getting a little bit aggro and managing to find Karma Panya, and he's taken down Cinder, already taken down to 11 as he stepped into mid. So Infused going to be looking to try and lock down this CT hold now.
Yes, and looking strong from Infused now. They have a score on the leaderboard here, on the scoreboard. Want to keep that momentum going. And a buy versus buy is slowed right down. A little bit of action going down in the mid here. Maybe waiting for Infused to get a little bit impatient, potentially push out in this mid. And there you go, there's a vent push. And it works out in Infused's favour and knocks out Johnny. But Cinder's there to pick up and get the frag on Red Snake there through just the edge of the smoke in the mid. And Aaron knows, he knows they're there, and knows there's a bit of action going down the vents. Managed to pick up 2 more frags to finish that round. That's 2 points, 2 round wins to Infuse there.
Aaron's starting to click heads at these early stages, and Red Snake now got the opportunity to get himself a weapon to play with and probably get a full utility. We'll see a full complement of nades, no doubt. Head armour bought by all of the Infused players. Not essential if the cash gets a bit tight. If you're up against AKs, then one headshot will do the job, but they are not up against AKs. It's upgraded pistols for a few. Most of Reason going to be stuck with what little they have. No nades, flashes, nothing of any real use to try and get them into these sites. So they either need a pick or they need to start charging somewhere en masse.
Let's go back to where Fisher was, because he looked like he was peeking the mid there. Going to do wonders with the eagle there, but doesn't manage to do that. And once again, the game is grinded down to a halt with these flashes. And Karma trying to push on and sees the player through the smoke and he's outnumbered. And Robin can't help the team out and has to go down.
And the two players, I should say, from Counter-Terrorists pushing through into B storage with more aggro than your general WoW raid. It comes through in the end. Take on the pistol. Sometimes you want to hang back and let them come to you and go for the spray down, but they get away with it and work together as a unit and don't lose too much as a result. Plenty of rifles up in hand for the CTs. So 3v4 Infused trying to pull this one back, and they're doing a nice job of it. And we're back onto a buy versus buy. Crucial got the AWP up in hand. Surreal, has picked up the AWP for a reason, not going for it this time and sticking with the AK setup. Judging by the cash though, that is the only option he could have gone for. So got a possible boost going through here. Red Snake going to try and boost his teammate over and cause a bit of misdirection from behind, try and cause some issues. He decides he wants to go with it, but there are three players that are coming into the mid area. So Robin, already down to low HP, hiding himself in the smoke, might be calling some footsteps if you hear any noises from the players walking around him, and he might catches a nade perfectly instead.
That was a nade from Karma and Surreal. Robin got himself trapped around there. It's a difficult position to get out of because you don't want to throw any other grenades because you are going to give away position. They already know you're there and they're going to hunt him down, and they did, and they didn't have to really do much damage. Just a few grenades and he was gone, and it looks like they're going to go around for a B push now. Only two CTs sitting there, eagerly waiting for the heads to peek round those corners, and it's going to be a really slow play, and it looks like it's going to come down to potentially the last 20 seconds. Although Crucial gets the kill on Karma, but that doesn't fear reason. They push onto site here. Surreal with the AK, ready and raring to go, and he's taken Ben out, and Cinder takes out Crucial there, and Red Snake needs to do something magical here. Looks like he's going to come and make some noise at the top and maybe rotate round through the door there. Or it looks like he might be edging his bets up the top here and trying to get a kill advantage above. But the flash pushes him back further, but he's still going to go with it through there, and Cinder's going to know where he is from all those grenades he was throwing as well.
I got to watch Fisher. Aaron could get himself in a bit of trouble. He's not careful, does miss Fisher, and it's too late. He's already picked this one up, and Fisher with his second, and we've seen him collect frags in bunches as well. A bit of a beast when he gets going. He's managed to grab an AWP, which is probably going to go to his teammate Surreal, who's working out what they're going to do with their drops, etc. And it actually goes to Karma Panya and then to Surreal. Wow, guys, choose who wants to AWP. Come on.
We did see this earlier on Cash as well, when they had the auto sniper and they were throwing it around between players at the start of the game and trying to pass on the responsibility and have a different mix-up for a reason. Having some fun here at Epic Clan, but in all seriousness, it is the first game we are casting live from this bracket final.
It is grand final underway here, and unfortunately I don't think we're going to beat the viewer record of 8.4 thousand viewers that we managed to get at Epic 15, but also the chat isn't filled with Russian spam, so you get swings and roundabouts with these things. As we've got Surreal coming through to Squeaky Door, going to try and make something happen if he can, but no, I'm going to be peeking out and letting him get an easy chance of a pick. So still some passive play and some time to work with. Fairly standard setup from Team Infused, not doing anything crazy. Crucial getting up aggro, going to try and this is a drop back now. Already taken down to 29 HP. So after making sure that there's no mid control with 45 seconds left to go, it's Crucial stepping in to grab Karma Panya, who was trying to make a pick over towards the A site and was successful. Red Snake did go down, but still with 30 seconds left to go. No real commitment from these guys, and I think they're deciding if they want to make their move into A, and they're going for a split through door and storage.
It's not working out for them. Got a nice little watch up there, and Crucial's going to be throwing all the grenades he can, and Robin takes down Surreal, leaving Cinder just left against three people. Can he do it? It looks like he's probably just going to hangs back a little bit, but no, he's pushing onto site, gets 2 frags, going to go for the bomb plant. Is it going to be a fake one? No, he's actually going to commit through and get that plant and sit back and try and peek where Ben is, and Ben finds him straight away and gets a defuse. Another round win for Infused there.
Yeah, so Reason not too worried about the number of rounds. We've already got 5 on the board on the T side, so not going to be too worried about that. And we've seen them put in some good holds on CT as well, so not a huge concern for them, and they still have a slender advantage. Probably going to drop it and go back to 5-all as they are forced onto an eco here. But they've got a bit of a scrub by from Team Infused. 3 Famises out, Crucial able to keep an AWP in his hand. So he's going to try and make that advantage pay and to keep in control of the mid. But it's going to be a stack towards A. 3, 4 players going into storage. I don't think they're even going to bother with Squeaky by the looks of it. And we're going to have full commitment coming in from Reason.
Couple flashes let them know that Reason going to be pushing onto that site, and Aaron comes here with the frag, almost tries to pick up a, it does pick up a second, and then Johnny and Fisher sort out Aaron, and lets Fisher get the bomb plant on A here, and it's a real working magic with that Desert Eagle there, with a long distance kill over by the car, and Johnny is now trapped and caught out by the Molotov, and Ben and Crucial are slowly encroaching on, gets that kill in storage, and just got to find Fisher, lurks around the corner, and that's another defuse for Infused. Pretty tight game now, 5-5 on the boards.
Yeah, 5-5, but you got to say, for Reason, they're going to be thinking, good eco, guys, good eco. Went with the Deagles, barreled into the site, got the plant, took out 3 players from Team Infused who are a little bit tight on the old dollar, and they are scrubbing something together though. They've got a bit of utility, they've got their rifles, and they do have armour all around, so nothing much to worry about. 4 kits as well, so Infused still making it work. It does tell that even if you are winning rounds, you do find it's a bit tight on the old finances, as Cinder is able to get Robin, so a good pop there, and he's got Ben as well, and that's a decent trade back for Infused. But they have to think about this now. They haven't got that free player that they can leave, and chances are they're going to decide to leave the mid area open, and they do. Crucial with his AWP, he's going to watch it from A.
Yeah, and it's not been uncommon for Reason, regardless of being on eco rounds, to push through and get the bomb plants, because they are a good cohesive team there, and then they get the buy and they play it slow, using all the time in the world that they have to try and get another bomb plant. But this one's ticking down, not as aggressive as what they were doing previous rounds, and slow but surely going to push through storage again and surprise them all. But let's see where CT are sitting and see how well planned they are for this. A flash down the mid there, and Crucial needs to peek out and look at them as they're peeking round into the site there, and he tries to take a shot into storage there, and it doesn't seem to be working out, and he seems like he's going to have to rethink it. He picks up 2 by Aaron there, and Crucial helps out with the 3rd frag for the team. So the 4th frag for the team. Red Snake is out for the count by Fisher, and Fisher picks up a 2nd frag. Those couple of frags that he keeps picking up each round are doing well for Reason, and hopefully bring them back into the game.
And so no rifle buys for Reason at this particular occasion. This was too easy for Aaron, really, stepping towards the truck, and they're going one at a time, stepping into the pool, or the field of view, I should say, and they allowed him to pick players off. Wasn't really challenged from that position either, and it left the players in the site to work around it as well, and it was quite an easy hold again for Team Infused. Not getting dropped by any Deco pushes into the site. Getting too old for this lamb stuff.
Fisher going to be peeking. He does this, he gets the boost up there, and tries to get a few shots with whatever gun he can pick up at each round, and now he's going to rotate round with the rest onto B and take on what's going on to B site, and Robin takes out Surreal, and Fisher just pushes in on Shalon, takes a few shots, and he's got Cinder there to back him up whilst he gets the bomb plant down, and a few flashes are exchanged, and Cinder gets that kill, and unfortunately they're out for the count, and that's another round win and an easy defuse for Infused here.
Yeah, it is, but we're seeing Reason get into these sites quite easily, getting the plants down, and kind of makes sense how they've managed to get 5 rounds on the board. And Infused need to maybe think about this and make sure they are tight and keep it to 10-5. From that point, if they can get the pistol round, then not too bad. They're going to be able to get through and probably take it to about 12, 13 rounds, and from that point you're kind of in touching distance to pick up the map. So it's going to come down to what happens here for these next couple as to which direction it goes. If Reason pick up another 1 or 2, then I think it's putting themselves in as the favourites, but Crucial and Ben with great work and a double AWP setup that they're going for, taking control of the mid, and they're taking it by force. Managed to get a couple of picks as well.
Yeah, and that AWP was down out for Karma, and no ability to stand up against that double AWP setup, and looks like they might need to try and maybe go for a save rather than push for the bomb, but it's not looking like that. It looks like they are going to go for the bomb. Let's see what they're doing and move over there. And Cyril giving a peek, and it doesn't stand the chance against Ben there, and it's out for the count. And Fisher going to edge his bets potentially as well on the site here, or is he going to go for a save? No, doesn't even get a chance to think about it. Ben's there with the AWP and gets him through, and it's another round win for Infused.
Yeah, the times we've seen Infused hasn't been Ben using the AWP very often at all, but he does really well as he brings himself 3 frags out of that. So Aaron and Crucial leading the way with 13 frags apiece for Team Infused. Cinder leading the charge for Reason, and for Cinder he's playing more of a standard kind of role in this map so far. He's one of those players that you see drift around and does things a little bit out of the ordinary to catch teams off guard, and not had a whole lot of that from him just yet. But Karma Pagno is picking up the opening frag. Well, Fisher's fired back with the AWP Crucial, and they're pouring into the side now over at 8.
Little mix up there going through the squeaky, catching out players who are waiting up for the push through storage. Karma gets the long distance kill with the AK there. Cinder gets the bomb down, and now it's a 3 versus 2. Oh, it's a 3 versus 1. Ben's left with the AWP. Let's have a look and see if the economy is going to mean that he's probably going to save. I don't know, it looks pretty healthy for them, so he's going to keep pushing on. He's picked up an M4 now and dropped that AWP, but he is pretty lit, and their heads jumping up all sorts of different places here, and Ben is down.
Only 1 round that they've got to deal with, and Robin's got the cash to potentially drop down an AWP if needs be. A few Famases, possibly. What's Aaron going to go for? Going for the Famas, trying to get a couple of kits. So it's not the best buy in the world for Team Infused, and for Reason, I would maybe argue that they've done enough there, getting themselves that 6th round, and that could be telling, and we could see this go into the second map.
Yeah, and it's important for Infused to get those kit buys, because like we keep seeing with these eco rounds or these light buys, Reason are getting onto the site very aggressively and not wasting any time to get bomb plants, and it has come down a few times to the diffusers, and it's been a bit of a hairy situation a couple of times for Infused, but it looks like it's a pretty even match in this last round of the first half, and going to be grinding this down to a hold in the middle, and Cinder going to be going up against Red Snake, but he doesn't want to edge his bets down the mid, and will be rotating round, and Cyril pushing through storage here. Looks like they're going to go for an A push. I hope Aaron's ready for that.
I'm going to try not to bluff him there when we say that. As soon as he does that, he steps and he peeks. So he's going to be calling action coming my side, guys, and let's get some rotates on the go. That's going to be the plan as Johnny is straight to take Aaron, and they flick towards Red Snake, who is holding towards the truck. Or one of the best points of entry you want to go for. You're thinking you've got teammates in the site doing some damage, you can peek in at the truck, and you get a little bit of cover there. But he's found straight away, leading Crucial, last man standing. He's going to go for this final round of the half, and he goes in, drops the AWP, and it is 8-7. So that's a lot of rounds on the board for Reason on that arguably tougher T side, taking a slender disadvantage, and if they can get this pistol, then they're going to be in the ascendancy.
And we're back into the second half of this game on cash, and there's no hanging around. Time is of the essence, and Reason want to get on and start holding down those points and not letting Infuse get the plants. And Karma here, and they're going for a double boost up into mid. Interesting choice. We seem to have lost some game time, but it's come back now, so we should be good. And let's have a look and see what's going on with Robin there at the squeaky door, and still all patiently waiting on this mid. Not sure what they're going to try and do with this. They're all going to jump down, wait for that smoke, when they hear something, they know what to do. And Crucial up above gets the kill on Johnny and tries to land a second frag. But Robin pushes around on Squeaky. This is a really good strat, pushing through all different directions and not letting Reason any room to rotate round. And it's just left almost down. Fish has only got 9 HP, but he seems to be standing. He's taking out now, so Cinder has to take on 4, and no chance because Robin's there with the USP.
And split from everywhere as they go into the A site, and it's good work from Crucial and from Robin getting all the frags as it's the first round on the board for Team Infused. So Reason got the pistol that would have put them into a juicy little lead, possibly on the CT side, but instead it's Infused chance to put a few more rounds on the board and go try and take it 11-7 before we get the first buy versus buy. Very difficult to try and force on CT side. You haven't got the injection of money, and for getting the bomb plant as Robin with the AK gets the opening kill, and that's Cinder going down.
Small push round into Checkers now. If only CT were moving away from mid and popping themselves into the vents to jump down. But it seems like they've got plain sailing onto this B site, really. No one's defending, and this looks like a strong round for Infused. Only Karma and Fisher left, and they were hanging around in that mid. I think they were waiting for some noise, ready to give them the go-ahead to jump over and have some action down there. But instead, Aaron's going to be coming around and flanking them by the looks of things, and it's all going to happen down in mid. He gets the one frag against Karma there, and it looks like the bomb is down, and they're on the hunt to get Fisher with very low HP, and it's Crucial that finds him first.
That won't be carrying that Deagle into the next round. 10-7 it is. Team Infused going to be trying to push through and get the 11th on the board as well before they face the first buy versus buy from Reason Gaming, and it's been fairly comfortable for them. Eco bashing their way through. And that last round, the AK is very telling against the pistols, and we may well see the same kind of deal coming in here, unless we get anything aggressive coming in from Reason, and that looks like they're thinking about it. And yes, we have got a push from A storage, but the action is going into B site, so they're going to have to rotate quickly now as Robin gets 2. That's Cinder and Surreal going down. So it's Fisher, Karma, Panya and Johnny making their way into the site, trying to get an entry point each, and got to be careful they don't get picked off by these players trying to push out the site. Crucial's on the move, and he might step in the mid and get behind him, but instead he catches a nade from his own teammate. Wow.
Yeah, it's a pretty fast play there, and that was probably one of the quickest bomb plants we've had on this game between them. And even though we've been praising Reason for their bomb plants, regardless of their ecos, Infused looking pretty strong, and Reason need to pull something out of the bag. I know they've got it in them. They're really strong on this map, and potentially now with this buy, and Karma going for the wind-up weapon choice there, trying to rumble Infused potentially. Let's see.
Yeah, we've seen him go huge with this one. He might have to rename himself the UK Get Right. Karma Panya went huge with this thing. They can interrupt, and though he might cause some problems. It's a good weapon that you can use in a variety of ways. Roundabout from the back of A, you can cover mid if you want to leave that open and don't want to use an AWPer, and then it's useful. You can keep the door and you can keep the A storage, which is what he's doing right now, trying to spam through the wall. And he has managed to damage Robin down to 72 HP from doing that. So, interesting plan, and he's going for it. Robin's got something to think about, and that's stopping him from being able to put his set nades through into the site.
It's going to be so costly if Karma gets caught out. He's giving away his position quite easily by shooting through there, but Robin doesn't want to edge his bets pushing onto there, and he's going to rotate round and help out through mid here. And let's see what's going to go happen down here with a few smokes. Johnny going to try and hold off, but he's getting spammed through the wall. And Crucial with the AWP going to watch anyone that sneaks through and help out the guys. They're going to jump into fence, and Cinder's waiting patiently. Picks up one head, and can he pick up the second? Surreal's confused, almost shoots his teammate, and he picks up one frag, but that's not a force that he can hold back. Infused pushing onto site, and looking pretty low on the HP, and actually Reason could have the advantage on the health HP here, because they're pretty much only 2 men, with Ben's health only down to 2, but Karma spamming through, gets Robin finally through that wall spam, and going to be watching for heads, gets another one, wind up weaponed, is making the blood boil.
Infused coming in, so first buy versus buy goes in favour of Reason, and one way that you can neutralise the auto sniper a little bit is to go into the other site, but weren't able to get there and lock the thing down, so it is going to be 11-8. Ben, as you said, was at the point where you could practically breathe on him, and he would have been down, and Robin also on low HP, so it's a tough hold for him. Weren't able to pull it off, but We're able to get the plant down. So Robin's building a bit of a bankroll. Orp in the hand of Crucial as well to go forward. So if he tries to get aggressive with that, try and make a pick. Looks like he's making his way over towards the A storage area, which they've smoked off. So maybe he's going to try and position himself for a pick on Karma Panya if he takes that spot at the back of site.
Robin still going for that squeaky door push as he does to wind up people on the A site there, and it means that Fisher needs to turn around and rotate. Well, I don't know why he's throwing nades into storage. He needs to watch out for the squeaky there, and Karma waiting patiently with the auto. Can he pick anyone? He's holding it pretty low down there, not trying to wind anyone up, but that recoil can be pretty gnarly if it's not held together well. And Fisher still waiting for any form of push through storage. Smoke's still going strong down in storage, and Johnny doesn't want to wait around. He takes that headshot onto Robin, jumps up, and now he's going to rotate round just in case Infused are trying to find some room to breathe and rotate round, and he's going to catch anyone that's going to be sneaking around in that mid section there. And Karma's still waiting patiently, but it looks like we could be having still a T push onto A site here.
Think about that, Molotov's going to slow up even further, but nice shot from Red Snake, and down goes Surreal, so maybe this is the time for the push to come in. Karma Panya holding towards the B site, just making sure that the rotate in doesn't come. And they're going one at a time, it doesn't matter. Red Snake with his second pick, he's not the main AWP for Infused, but doing some serious damage, and that's his third Red Snake. 2v2 then, Karma Panya's got to get on his bike and rotate across from the other side. Bomb planted.
I swear, and it looks like they have got players on there, and these Red Snake's going to have to hold back from a distance with the AWP, but he goes in, gets the kill on Karma. It's him versus Cinder. He's got to swap over to his pistol there. He's not going to definitely... ult will be a disadvantage on that play there, so jumps down and gets the headshot. Great gameplay there by Red Snake and the rest of the Infused guys.
Big time play by a big time player, and that's still leaving a negative KDR for Red Snake, who's sitting on 11 to 13. But that 5-man is going to bolster his numbers nicely. And it was looking weak for Team Infused. They were in some serious trouble on T side. Only about 30 seconds left to play with. No real route into the site, but Reason let themselves get picked off. And from that point, the rest was history. Red Snake back with the rifle in hand. He's got one pick. He's going for the second in mid as well, trying to get aggro there. And he hasn't managed to do any damage, so he's now taken down to about 16 points of health. So maybe he's going to chill out, while Robin does some serious damage, ripping the heart out of the Reason defence. And it was as easy as that.
Yeah, an eco round for Reason, knowing and kind of could only predict that the Infused were going to pick that one up, and now another buy versus buy. A few Famases for Reason there. Hopefully going to go in with a powerful CT push potentially, and use advantage of those scrub kind of buys.
Who knows, Reason on their favoured map here, so if they don't pick this one up, then we could well see this finish 2-0 very quickly. Best of 5 here with Infused taking a 1-0 lead into it as they progressed the easier route through the upper bracket to get here, and Reason had a much more challenging route in. As Robin up close, he's got Surreal in there, and Surreal's going to push through the flash, but Robin ducks behind the wall, and he wasn't blinded at all. That was to Surreal's disadvantage, and Team Infused within touching distance have collected this map now, and Robin's on his way into the site. 2 players there before he is eventually caught. Fisher taken down to 19 points of health.
Aaron going to throw in some smoke and catch anyone out that's in checkers, and then going to turn around and watch his angle there as he pushes onto B site and jumps up and gets caught out. Didn't check his left hand side there, and it looked like Karma just snuck out with that famous kill, which is working out great for him now. And Ben's down, and that's a round win for Reason.
And 13-9 it is. Infused still good to keep on buying. AWP up in the hand of Crucial. You know what he can do with that, he tends to head towards A storage. Johnny still stuck on a famous Surreal with the AWP in hand for his CT setup, so he see where he's going. Going into B with that, not going to try and lock down mid just yet, but he might have a very early opportunity if Ben decides he wants to try and get aggro from B storage. It uses the flashes to good effect, and Surreal has to drop out.
Surreal hanging out there just so he can rotate round if A need him and catch anyone that might be pushing up the mid onto A site there. And Karma waiting up above, drops down, and pretty sure he wasn't meant to shoot through storage there, but he does. And Johnny going to go round and see what's happening. And on the mid, picks up a frag on Robin. That's going to be crucial because Robin's been getting these multitude of frags, and he's out down and out for the count. So Reason looking strong here with a buy round, and Cinder waiting patiently, goes in, takes the opportunity where he got flashed, and picks up 3 frags. Impressive stuff for Reason there. Let's do it, lads.
Cinder earning himself a 20 bomb with his frags there, and Reason trying to keep themselves alive in this thing, forcing Team Infused back onto the eco. You maybe question a couple of rounds ago why they went for the buy in the first place, and maybe could have just sat on the eco, but they are going for it, trying to close this thing out as quickly as they can. Already had the easier route into things and a bit of a sleep in. They also haven't had the time to warm up after rocking up just a little bit late for this grand final.
Yeah, Cyril the only one really hanging back there, and it looks like Aaron's giving some support with Robin through the squeaky door. Crucial coming through in storage. It looks like they're going to go for an A push, and it's just easy for Reason to know that they need to come and rotate round now. They're going to commit with this A push, and unfortunately Red Snake is out, and so is Aaron, so that it's even crucial to make a distraction here in storage potentially, so they can push through and regroup. Make a rotate round to B, even though Cinder is watching mid like a hawk, and Cyril was taken out by Robin. Those all important kills.
Yeah, Robin doing a bit of damage into the site, and he might have the chance for a second. No, he doesn't, as Johnny picks him up. Cinder comes in on the rotate. Nice work from Fisher, though. He's cool under pressure, is Fisher, and he's quite able to soak up that pressure and still click heads as he's got players swarming in around him, and he's done well with it. So now back on the buy for Team Infused. Aaron going to grab an AK. They've still got a decent amount of utility, fair amount of nades to work with. Robin and Ben with a full complement. The rest of the team just making do with what they can, as we see a potential fast push coming in from Infused. They're going quick into storage.
Yeah, and it looks like Reason guys are going to be prepared for that squeaky door push that they've been playing, and looks like, let's have a look what's going down on the A site there. Ben's holding back a little bit, and it looks like it will all come down to whoever can push through the squeaky door and become victorious on that site there. And Fisher turns around, he's waiting for the squeaky door push, but they're ever slowly approaching, flashes the hold back more time, and he doesn't know what quite to do, and they're all just sitting waiting for the push through smoke. But it looks like they're going to retreat and head over to B whilst everyone else is rotating round, and looks like some mid play going to be coming round from Reason as well.
Yeah, I like the idea. Got to start moving on this, and they've got Cinder in mid. Cinder's been spotted as Crucial is able to pick him up, so they're working as a unit. They've got to think they might have left a player towards B, and that's exactly what they do, and it's Surreal with the AWP, so that's good information. They can decide where they want to go now. Probably going to try and swarm en masse into the site, and Surreal misses his shot, and he's taken down to, or by about 6 HP before he's caught by Aaron, so the rotate needs to come. Red Snake in the mid area going to try and get a kill, but instead he needs to get himself into vents and quickly because Johnny's on a rampage.
Johnny did get himself at the right time there and rotated round perfectly, so now he knows they're trapped on the left hand side to Johnny, and Red Snake going to be watching through because they're aware that Johnny is there, and they're pushing on into sight, and sneaks up on Aaron, and will he go for a ninja defuse? He won't be a ninja defuse because Red Snake is taken out by Fisher.
It all hinged on that shot from Red Snake, and he missed it and let the player get up onto site, and at that point it was game over. So Reason bring themselves within 1 round of bringing it even here. 13 to 12 is the slender advantage that Team Infused are holding, and very little cash to play with again as they go for a full AK. Crucial got himself a couple of picks with the AWP in hand, so he's going to be maybe a little bit disappointed that he's not got that to work with. Johnny, the AK, is going to be holding from the mid area, so chance them to have maybe taken him out if they went for the boost, but instead they are on the thinking about it, and Johnny realises he's got 3 players that have taken control of that mid area, and he's going to be very cautious if he goes for further picks.
Crucial is almost going to fall into Karma's auto sniper, then takes him out with a headshot with the AK, and that means the auto is down, and that was an expensive buy and a waste by Karma there, whilst Johnny pushes onto B site. A site, sorry.
And numbers favouring Team Infused, Terrace with a 5 to 4 advantage. Still got to decide where the bomb needs to go though, and I think there might be Cinder on the push. He's one of those players that likes to drift around, and is one of those annoying guys that can come in from behind you when you're least expecting it, and it's quite ragey when you think, what are you doing there when you're actually playing? But of Great little move potentially, but Cinder needs to get on his bike and try and get him from behind, or it's going to be too late for him to do anything, as all of Team Infused have made their way onto the site now, and they've taken a couple of frags, and he will be called. Cinder gets one and he gets two, but the spray down is too much, leaving Surreal last man standing against Red Snake. AWP versus AK, bomb planted on site.
Yeah, I thought Surreal was playing a little bit risky with the AWP at such close range when there was such an AK push onto the site there, but it looks like it's worked out for him. A little fake defuse there, peeks round, Red Snake catches him though, and that's a round win for Infused. A lot of good action going down on that bomb site.
Yeah, Surreal could have had him spamming through those boxes, but well played. And maybe for Surreal, if he'd sat on that thing, and we talked about it yesterday, I mentioned it briefly, that there was a period back in Source when the fake defuse became such a thing that you'd see players faking 3-4 times, and it would get a bit silly. Sometimes sitting on the thing is the best plan, but by the same token, he did some damage, did Surreal, switched to the AK and was able to spam Red Snake through the box, taking him down to 12 HP, so tense battle, but it's rounds like that when it's all hanging in the balance here in the grand finals that can make all the differences.
Infused probably wanting to play and get all the information they can, because they have got the lead advantage here with one lap already in the bag from that upper bracket win, and Crucial going to be creeping on through storage, and it looks like they're going for a mid-rotation CT, trying to find out more information, and Red Snake looks like he's pushing up with, I believe, let's have a look, Crucial here, and Karma just waiting around in case anyone jumps around and does a B rotate, but it looks like the team are going to go for an A, which will be a good strong choice by Infused. Johnny trying to buy some time in case anyone needs to rotate round, and some shots through Squeaky Door there to stop anyone pushing through.
Going with what's working, and Reason probably won't have the cash to properly defend if it does go 15 to 12, so it's going to be a tough one for them. Must win round for Reason, for a couple of reasons. One, because Team Infused have got a guaranteed draw. The second, how much finances they've got to try and fight for that overtime. Surreal gets the opening pick, but Aaron is into the site. Surreal with the AWP, making a nuisance of himself up on the balcony, and bomb drop. Ben does good work. He's able to get one, but he's got Surreal up on the balcony. He's just picking up frags one at a time while his teammates are effectively baiting for him. Red Snake doesn't have another clutch in him. 14-13.
This is becoming really tense, and it's good to see, and good job for Reason there, because their economy was going to become rather tight, but it looks like that round win is going to help them out, and this could come down to a draw in overtime potentially. Yeah,
maybe. Money reset. Infused winning one, losing one, and they are stuck with pistols, so it is going to be back to 14-14 you would expect, but we have seen stranger things happening, and they are going to try and challenge into this B storage, but they are not scared to face them off, our Reason, and Cinder's got one. He's dropped an 80, which did some damage, but they have traded 2 for 2, and it's now gone through very quickly with a rotate coming in, cleaning out the remaining players. But early stages I thought Infused might have had the chance to get in. 2 for 2 trade, and luckily the rotate for Reason was quick and able to mop up the remaining players.
Yeah, Johnny a little shaky there, manages to swap out to his USP and land the final frag in that round. So it looks like they're going to force out a buy as well as they can, Infused now, to try and bring them back into the lead. And Johnny gets, he gets 2 frags in mid. That's going to be huge for Reason, and go for the reload. And it looks like Crucial's picked up the bomb, and they're dropping it back down again now. Don't know what they're going to try and do. Let's see where they are right now. They're all hanging around in the mid. I think they're going to try and get some information to see what to do with the strats. A boost up in mid looks like it's on the cards here, and Red Snake going to be watching down there with his AK and try and land a good old headshot. And Karma once again with his weapon of choice, the auto there. Let's see what's going to be happening with it.
Maybe not a whole lot. Surreal's got some action. He's taken down to 74 HP. He's got help coming in from mid, though, I should say. Got Surreal now rotating back towards the truck, expecting the A push coming in. 40 seconds left to play, and bomb currently down, but should be retrievable for these Infused guys if they decide where they want to go. And Red Snake does go and grab the package. Ben trying to set things up for a push into the B site. So he's got 2 players in there. They've gone for a 2 for 2 split with a mid player. Karma Panya able to pick up Crucial, and leaving 2 men left. Red Snake does get one, but with 4 players left to find, 20 seconds to try and get a plant. they are most likely going to now try and save for last, but not in the best position for that. Got to get on their bikes.
Yeah, they are indeed. They're hastily making away from the B site there and hoping that they don't get caught out. But Red Snake is taken down and Ben needs to get his knife out and run away. Let's see where he's at right now. He manages to get away and escape with that AK to bring them in to the match point round.
And match point on the table. Reason taking this to the wire, but their preferred map, their map of choice, the map that saw them seal it quite comfortably against Choke to get themselves into this grand final, is up for grabs here with this final round if they can lock it down. And it is 4 Tech 9s and 1 AK up for grabs from Team Infused.
Yeah, this is looking strong for Reason because there's not much magic they can potentially pull off. They're going to have to just go for an all-team push onto A. Ben's taken out by that auto, and then Karma's taken out by Red. Let's see. Sorry about the auto-detect there. And Cyril pushing up and rotating around with the rest of Reason. The bomb is actually down on that force buy round there. Good stuff by Infused. Maybe spoke a little bit too soon about who was going to get this match point, and it looks like it could be going for a draw if Reason don't push in, which they do. They pick up the frag there against Red Snake. Crucials is tagged, Aaron is tagged. They need to come around and push. They're looking strong. They've only got to find Crucial now, and that's it. They've got the defuse, and this looks like it's a map to Reason.
It is map to Reason. GG's, well plays exchanged, and close battle 16-14, but Infused made Reason work on Reason's favoured map, so maybe Infused are going to make a slightly lighter work of their own. I'll just remind myself of what the next map's going to be really quickly, and then we will take a short break before we are going to be seeing a bit of Cobble. First time for Cobble on stream at Epic 16.